In this video, I want you guys to watch this video, see my exact thought process and strategy behind why I take these trades so that you can better understand how you can take these trades for yourself. For the concepts that are used in this video, go back and watch my last 4 to 5 videos to understand the concepts that I'm talking about in this video. And if you guys have any questions by the end of the video, make sure to leave them in the comments below and I'll be answering and making videos on all of them. Without further ado, here's the trade breakdown. So really quickly, I want to go over the trade that we took today that netted me $5,500 profit. First thing I want you guys to look at is the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, our daily bias was bearish because we swept the previous high. If we move on to the 4-hour time frame, what I want you guys to see is that we swept that high and we had a classic inversion setup on the 4-hour time frame. You'll see we broke, retested, which was also a 4-hour fair value gap, and my target was this external range liquidity here. We had traded into external, back into internal range before creating external range and then targeting it later on. If we move over here, what I want you guys to see is we entered all the way over here. This was our first entry, mainly based off of this candle, and our original stop loss was over here, and then I had re-added, which left my average pretty not that good. My average went from all the way over here all the way down almost 10 points because I averaged in back over here once we had created this inversion here, targeting this low. What I want you guys to see on the lower time frame is that we didn't really have a lower time frame setup. What we really had was a change in state of delivery based off of this order block right here, and I'll map that out for you guys just so you can see. We had retested, used this order block that we created, and rejected off of that. Now, I had a proper risk to reward setup, and I knew what I was risking, and I was able to capitalize on this move. As you can see, the market went and continued way longer, but from our original entry, this trade all the way to exit took around 3 hours to play out. And that's what you have to realize when it comes to trading is not every play is going to go just like this, right? Not every play is going to go just like this. You're going to have to hold through drawdown. You're going to have to hold through ups and downs and maintain that conviction all the way until you take profit. There was many times where I could have gotten scared out on this specific trade, but I didn't. And that all just comes down to having proper conviction. We entered over here. We could have gotten stopped here, 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 any of these, and used this as external range or even taken profits here. But overall, I knew that the draw on liquidity was this low, and I knew that if the market was to continue in a direction, it would mainly be this one because this is where liquidity lies. Draw on liquidity is one of the most important things you guys are going to learn, and understanding it is one of the hardest things to do, especially when you're starting out and you've been taught, concepts that you guys aren't familiar with. Especially in this market where there wasn't a single 15-minute fair value gap. I know a lot of you guys struggled, but I'm going to be breaking this down in class tonight and we'll go over it. But hopefully this trade review kind of shows you guys my thought process behind actually entering a trade. Now, I want to show you a trade that I actually took with daily bias. Now, over here, you could see we swept the previous day high during market hours today. So today I waited for this high to get swept and I looked for a downside move. Now, I didn't take a trade on the 5-minute. I went on to the 1-minute and I was able to see this. I looked at, we swept that high. We had another high form here. We had a fair value gap over here and over here. Now this would make up an order block with a fair value gap. So this right here is a fair value gap, and this right here is an order block. So we had two overlaying PD arrays, so the market had a really good chance of us rejecting here. And on the 2-minute, the order block is more prevalent. But you guys could see I took a short here, and we went to target this low, and we moved all the way down there. I honestly did take some off of my position at this previous low that we had put in, and I want to show you guys that trade. Now, this account that I'm showing you right now is a $1,000 account challenge. I took it from 1,000 to 1,800 in a few trading days, just compounding gains, and today was FOMC, and I want to break down that exact trade on that short. and show you guys that I actually take these trades. As you can see on the 1 minute time frame, if I get over here, you'll see that when we traded into that order block, or that fair value gap and order block, I took a short, sold at this candle impulse down, and then the market obviously went toward take profit. And then the trade before that was using daily bias because we were taking out the highs. I longed on this inverse fair value gap, targeted that high, and I was able to catch 2 back-to-back good trades very easily. Now, I've used daily bias on every single trading day here, and you can see I've been winning more than I've been losing in terms of the specific days. My win rate is just 50%, just under 50%, and the main reason it's down is because of Friday, something I'm working on. But before Friday, it was a very high win rate, around 60%. But overall, the account is an 80% profit, which speaks for itself, especially now that I've been trading live and showing you guys all this for free in my comfort. Especially since I've been trading and calling out all my trades while I'm screen sharing in the free Telegram. And if you want to join that, that's the first link in the description. It's not going to charge a single dollar, no credit card information, completely free. We have over 60,000 people in there. And I just wanted to show you guys this example of daily bias and show you guys that, hey, I really use these concepts that I'm teaching you, because most people, they don't use the concepts that they teach you and they just want to make YouTube videos. These are the results from daily bias. As you can see, I've predicted the market correctly for multiple days. I've only had 2 red days. One of them, this day, was honestly just a complete fluke. Our red day we had was only $38. This day I just tilted and completely went off the rails, but we were still green that week. We've been green every week of the challenge so far, and I expect to double this account by the middle of next week, and it's going to be great. And I've been calling out all these trades in the free Telegram, so make sure you're in there. And yeah, I just wanted to show you guys the results of using daily bias so far. So if your stats, if your green days if you don't have this many green days, if you have more red days than green days, definitely utilize this. And if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one.
So you made it to the end of the video, and I just want to thank you guys for watching the entire video. If you guys have any comments, questions, or concerns, leave them in the comments below. The first link is going to be an 80% off trading valuation for Apex Trader funding, and the second link is going to be a link to my free Discord. The third link in the description is going to be my free Telegram, where I post all my signals every single day, so make sure you guys join that. And other than that, as long as you're subscribed and you left your questions in the comments, I will see you in the next week.